I was not born a minister and I'm not going to die a minister.
The late Professor George Magoha was a man of stellar performance in his career, famous for his freedom of expression without fear.
Look at me very well, the way you are looking at me. Do you think government money can be stolen under my watch? If you think the way we are going is not correct, because in Kenya everybody has become an expert. Experts are criticizing, but they don't give you solution. Some people think I'm campaigning for a job. Do I look to you like somebody who is campaigning for a job? In fact, in this country, what I've found out is that the more you work diligently, the more you are demonized.
He diligently served Kenya, as it was witnessed when he was serving in the University of Nairobi.
He thought that the university had so many administrative structures. So he said we need to go through a reform process. And that reform process was to reduce the number of departments. He said we need to reduce them by about 30%. He was able to achieve it somehow.
He joined the University of Nairobi in 1988 as a lecturer of urological surgery before becoming a fully fledged surgery professor 12 years later. During the aforementioned 12-year period, he also served as the chairman of the Academic Department of Surgery, dean of the School of Medicine, and principal of the College of Health Sciences. He found his roots as a leader in the education sector that saw him rise to the position of University of Nairobi Vice-Chancellor in 2005.
In 2015, when Magoha was leaving the University of Nairobi, he left the only upright towers in the University of Nairobi, the only university in Kenya that has an upright tower.
He retired from the position in 2014, and 2 years later, he was appointed to the chair of the Kenya National Examination Council, NEC, where he also brought in a raft of changes. Cases of exam leakage, cheating, alleged cartels in the sector, and questionable marking techniques drastically reduced.
It is because I do not trust anybody, and you can also take that to the bank. I must make sure that I am not given reports that cannot be verified. It is so much better to go to jail because you went to inspect something that is there that cannot be carried.
And even though he faced opposition in the establishment of the competency-based curriculum, he stood firm.
You had the issues about CBC. If Magoha was not assertive and courageous, I want to reiterate the fact that CBC would have not seen the light of the day.
Professor Magoha was known as a tough-talking and no-nonsense CS during his time at the Education Ministry.
He was a humble, he was a fatherly and loving CS.
We also appreciate Professor for managing the school program after the COVID-19 pandemic.
Utenda kazi wake kuwa pale na kuhakikisha kwamba kazi inafanyika ifaavyo.
Tunasikitika huenda itakuwa changamoto kubwa zaidi kwa wale watakaomfuata.
The surgeon, who died on Tuesday night aged 71 years old after collapsing at his Nairobi home, had only recently joined Maseno University as a professor in the Department of School of Medicine. This is after serving as Education Cabinet Secretary from March 2019 to October 2022 under former President Uhuru Kenyatta.
As Bungoma DB family, we say that we are really going to miss him because he's the one who built classes for us and even visited our school more than thrice.
I want us to continue to be positive about our children. We produce them with our blood and we love them.
The passing on of Kenya's education giant is a blow to many, but a weighty gain nonetheless to the education sector, forever set to live in our books. Harriet Chimea, K24, Nairobi.